Thank you for coming back to my channel. In last video, we talked about skirt silhouettes, petticoats, and bloomers. So today, I want to talk about the skirt design itself. Since JSKs are very common in Lolita fashion, I want to talk about the skirt designs based on the shape that connect naturally with the JSKs. So let's start. The gather skirts. This is the most basic skirt shape. The fold it sees here, called gather pleats, the fabric stitches and gently pull together, creating the soft volume. This is the one of the most commonly used in the skirt designs. For example, this is Haenuli's Winnie the Pooh collaboration dress. Even though it's a high waist, you can see how gather skirt spreads softly from the waist. For the Gothic style, this is the lab design. The velvet fabric gains volume through the gather pleats, and it matches the Gothic mood very well. For the classic style, this is Marie Antoinette. The gather skirt helps emphasize the richness and the elegance of the Rococo fashion. It fits perfectly. Now, let's talk about the knife pleated skirt. These pleats are all go into the one direction, so you can usually see in the tennis skirt or school uniform. This design feels very neat and orderly. This is a Haenuli design from 2010. Because of the pleats all align in one direction, the skirt feels clean and structured, almost like a school uniform. Box pleated skirt. Now, let's look at box pleated skirt. Box pleats are made by folding two pleats in opposite direction. So you can see its folding is like above, like here, like this. This creates flat, box-like shapes. Box pleated skirts feels like calm and classic. I use them often in sweet classic and Gothic designs. They are just common as gather skirts. This is Planetary Dreamers JSK from Haenuli design. One big advantage of the box pleats is that they do not cover the print. So in this design, the concept was unicorn seen in a dream. So it was important that the sky print over here connects clearly to the top. So the box pleat was very important for here design. For the sweet Lolita, this is the Winnie the Pooh collaboration JSK from Haenuli. The neat box pleats help focus attention on the gingham check and the warm, gentle mood. For Gothic Lolita, this is the St. Giles stained glass JSK from Haenuli design. The clean pleats help keep the silhouettes elegant while clearly showing the stained glass pattern. Tiered skirt. Next is a tier skirt. Tier skirts divide gathered fabric into 2 or 3 layers. Because of each layer has its own volume, the skirt looks very decorative and dramatic. This is a 2-tier example. Romantic hydrangea. Dividing the skirt into panels helps the print stand out even more. This is a Haenuli design from 2010. In this piece, the skirt is divided into the 3 tiers to emphasize the layer look. You see 1, 2, and 3. Layered skirts. Layered skirts are similar to the tiered skirts, but feeling is slightly different. They create a cake-like silhouette, full of frills and movement. This is a Haenuli piece from 2007. When the wearer runs, the frills move and flutter beautifully. It looks very sweet and lively. This is a Haenuli other design from very old classic. This method often used in wedding dresses designs as well. Layered skirts can be also made by stacking sheer fabrics like mesh. This is Librarian Lady. The design uses the print mesh layers over here. The image appears softly, like a fairy tale scene through the mist. Now let's talk about the bustle skirts. Bustle skirts are inspired by 19th century, the Western Europe, where the frame were used to add volume to the back of the skirt. In modern designs, strings are placed inside of the skirt. So when you pull the strings, the fabric gathers like curtains. For example, this is the Notre Dame de Paris from the Haenuli design. Extra panels were added to the outer skirt, so it opens like a stage. Inside of the skirt, there is a Quasimodo moaning for Esmeralda. I wanted to feel it watching like a tragic play. Bustle designs can also be vertical. Instead of gathering sideways, the fabric pull upward. This creates very dramatic decorative look. Sometimes bustle detail is placed only at the back, similar to historical bustle skirts, to emphasize the hip volume. Panel skirts. The princess line. Different panels use different fabrics or colors. This creates visual contrast and rhythm. This is a Haenuli design from 2008. Using different panels refresh the design visually and allows for bold color convenience. Fishtail skirt. This design is shorter in the front and longer in the back. It feels dramatic and bold. This is a ball of starlight from Haenuli design. The skirt used a circular pattern, and the hem was almost 9 meters wide. The difference between the front and back length made the design very experimental. Handkerchief skirts. A handkerchief skirt is made using square panels like an unfolded handkerchief. This design is rare in Lolita fashion, but common in punk, gothic, and steampunk styles. This piece was shown in the Haenuli fashion show in 2011. The uneven edge creates very unique and sharp silhouettes. Mermaid skirts. Finally, let's talk about mermaid skirt. Mermaid skirts fit closely to the hips down to the thigh and calves, then flare out like a mermaid tail. This style may seem unusual for Lolita fashion, but some Japanese brand in early 2000s experimented with it. It shows that Lolita fashion has always tried to explore many silhouettes. Mermaid skirts are often used in a wedding dress or formal gowns. This was the dress that I made in 2023. They feel elegant, classic, and mature. That's all for today. We talked about many skirt designs. Was it fun? Your feedback gives me energy to keep creating more. If there's anything you want to talk about next, please let me know. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time. Bye-bye. Yay!